Hi, Mark from Enchantment of Eternity again to get into another Thoughts on Sense8 Season 2, this time talking about Episode 5, Fear Never Fixed Anything. So, as always, these videos will contain spoilers up to episode 5, but not beyond episode 5. So, please do not give away any spoilers from future episodes in the comments below. So, just a few thoughts off the top of my head after watching this episode. This episode was okay. Like, it was more of a slow episode. Like, it wasn't exciting. I wasn't like blown away by it. I wasn't going, "Oh, this is awesome." I wasn't saying it sucked either. I was quite enjoying it actually. It had a lot of nice character moments. You got to delve a bit deeper into some of the characters. Quite a few of them actually. It covered Cappius, covered Kala, it covered didn't really cover Wolfgang very much, but of course it seems like it always goes to Will and Riley when it wants it to be exciting and getting to the plot, but it gets with the other. I think the most interesting thing about this episode to me was the thing with Nomi and that dude. I haven't talked about the dude yet. I'm not sure of his name because I tried to look it up on IMDb and I couldn't find his character name. The dude with the beard who acts all weird. It's like, hey man, I actually like that guy. I think he's really cool. But anyway, he found out a way to go and eat death, and that's cool. Like that was exciting. Like they go to the movie theater and they watch a movie with Leto in it. It turns out he's a huge fan. And they meet the guy from, Anonymous. Obviously it's Anonymous. He didn't say that, but it was funny. He's like, let's just say I do it anonymously. I mean, he's wearing the whole mask and everything. So obviously it's meant to be like a hacker group, and they're able to give, Nomi an E-death, which is, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. It's like, and it makes sense to me. It's like if something is like, someone's rendition or something they want to keep off the radar, that they would just like cut all ties and because they don't want anyone looking into it. And obviously it's like a very, very rare, hard thing to do for someone to, beyond not in these government agencies to pull something like that off. So that's cool. I think that opened up because I was getting kind of sick of the whole Nomi being on the run thing. So it's going to open up different more possibilities for her, and it's going to be interesting to see going forward. And then of course you get some interesting. Stories going forward with Sun's storyline where that cop, like I said in my last review, I was pretty sure that cop would actually be on her side. It happened a lot quicker than I thought. I thought she'd have to try to turn him, but apparently all it took was like, oh, you're that person who kicked my ass years ago. I want to help you. I don't know, it's more to it than that. Like they could tell, oh, she's honorable or whatever. But it did seem rather quickly. But of course, she didn't reveal herself to him, so we don't know if she's going to help. And then, of course, with Leto, I found it interesting that they sort of typecast him. They wanted him to play gay roles, and most of them like die. You get the death you deserve. Now, I mean, it's not really that way in Hollywood anymore, but this is the Mexican movie industry, so I don't know much about it, so maybe it's different. Maybe there's still a lot more prejudice towards gay people, but Hollywood isn't that way anymore. But I watched a documentary like going back from the 50s, 60s, 70s, even up to the 80s and the 90s to a lesser degree. It was still most of the movies gay characters appearing and they were evil and they died a horrible death. Like they showed this like sort of montage of all the gay people dying horribly in Hollywood. But I mean, that was up until that was in the 20th century. That kind of died down a bit from the last couple of decades. But I suppose it's, Sense8's saying that it's still that way in Mexico. So I wonder what Leto's solution to it is going to be, because I was thinking when they had Nomi and the other dude were watching the movie and everyone was cheering, and that was in America. I wonder if he's going to be like, well, let's go. Why not just go to America where they're apparently less prejudiced towards gay people, at least in Hollywood. Not saying America's free of prejudice, whatever, but the representation's a bit better. I mean, the show is an example of that. So, I wonder if that will be his solution. Probably not. I don't know. I thought maybe that's what they were getting at by having them watch the movie, and everyone cheering, but because obviously there's an audience for him in America, but who knows. But anyway, sort of sidestepping, the main headline of this episode is at the end, where Riley puts on the concert, and I gotta be honest here, I didn't like this. I didn't like the scene. It was too cheesy, especially when they bring back the Four Non Blondes song. Now, they used it so well in season 1, and I still say I love that scene to death. But when I heard it again, it's like, I don't know. It just felt like they were trying to recreate or recapture the magic, and it felt a bit more like beating a dead horse. And plus, it reminded me of all the cheesy montages that they had in the Christmas special that I didn't like. And it seemed like it happened very quick, very fast. It wasn't actually. I'm still not entirely sure what she were trying to do. They were looking for other Sense8s. I got that feeling because then there was just some random dude who empathically came up with Riley or whatever. And why would they flesh out other Sense8s if they knew the Whispers was watching? Well, why the fuck? Here's the thing I didn't get. Why the fuck didn't Will just take the blocker? Why did they want Mr. Whispers to be there? I mean, they had to run away, and they got away from the boat. I don't know. There's something about that scene I found very cheesy. It felt very cartoonish to me when they were on the boat, being like, "So long, sucker!" It's like you couldn't possibly get in another boat, or maybe track us by a satellite or some shit. I don't know. It just came off as really cheesy. So, really, I liked this episode up until the ending, which made me go, I'm not sure if I like that very much. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how episode 6 goes. So that's it for my thoughts. Come join me for the next episode. Thanks for watching.